I've always been curious. Do nude art models ever have physical reactions when they're up on stage? My wife gave me a very clear answer. Yes, they do, but they have special techniques to deal with it. My name's Mark Harris. I might not be much to look at, but I managed to marry a stunning model. The first time I saw my wife, Lauren Mitchell, she was up on stage as a car model. What caught my attention immediately were those long legs. My eyes followed the black stockings up to where her short skirt barely covered her curves, and I couldn't help but swallow hard. Above that was her tiny waist, and her spaghetti strap top that barely held it all together. Then she bent down, covering her chest with her hand and giving me the sweetest smile. At that moment, I was done for. Through sheer persistence, I managed to win her over after 3 long months. Now, with a wife this gorgeous, there's no way I was going to let her keep modeling. I convinced her to find another job. She knew I got jealous easily, so after we got married, she quickly quit. But just 3 days after she left her job, I got a few photos in my email. See how wild your wife is? I opened them, and the lighting was sultry. The woman in the photos was covered in body paint, her figure accentuated by every curve as she moved on stage. But something was off. Her eyes were hazy, she was squeezing her legs together, and her hands were wandering over sensitive areas of her body. It didn't look like modeling, it looked like something else entirely. The pictures kept coming, like a flipbook. Then, a man appeared out of nowhere and slapped her hard on the backside, leaving a clear handprint. At that point, I felt a surge of blood rush to my head. Was that my wife? There was no mistaking her body, especially the birthmark on her hip. I knew it was her. My entire body was trembling as I gritted my teeth. My hands clenched so hard, veins bulged across my knuckles, and I nearly crushed my phone. What the hell was going on? Who sent these photos? Were they trying to blackmail me or just mess with me? I shot a message back, asking for an explanation. I got a quick response. Art models always release tension before going on stage to prevent any physical reactions. Your wife was especially wild today. What? Were you two having issues last night? An art model? I wanted to snap back angrily. Lauren wasn't like that. She was a regular model, and she had already quit. But as I furiously typed out my response, I suddenly remembered last night. Yeah, Lauren had called me, saying she'd shower and wait for me in bed. But the project I was working on ran into problems, and I didn't get home until late. When I finally arrived, she was still being playful, but I was too exhausted for anything. And now, there was another email. Your wife's got another performance tomorrow. Make sure you're up for it tonight. After that, no matter how much I responded, there was silence from the other side. With my mind spinning, I left work early the next day to confront her. I had already downloaded the photos, ready to ask her straight up. Babe, come rub my legs. I'm dead tired. Lauren walked in, kicked off her heels, and threw herself onto the couch, stretching her legs over mine. I stared at her legs, wrapped in black stockings, but my mind was filled with images from those photos. I shoved her legs off in frustration. She pouted, looking innocent and hurt. What's wrong? Didn't I quit my job like you asked? I've been out all day interviewing at different places. My legs are killing me. I glared at her. You really went to interviews? Lauren stretched lazily, revealing a smooth, flat stomach. Why would I lie to you? Now come on, rub my legs. I'm exhausted and just want to sleep early tonight. She even yawned as she spoke. She looked so worn out that I began to doubt myself. Maybe I had it all wrong? I took a deep breath and reached under her shirt, only for her to swat my hand away. Stop it. I'm really tired. Whatever you want, wait until tomorrow. She was probably too exhausted, and after just a few minutes of rubbing her legs, she was already snoring lightly. Gritting my teeth, I slid my hand down her leg and carefully lifted her skirt.